About Bruno Grönig, the spiritual healer. Bruno Grönig was known as a spiritual healer in Germany and the world. The Bruno Grönig circle of friends still honors him today, and healing takes place even after his earthly death. Bruno Grönig has presented in a very simple way to the people what health in the real sense means and how healing can happen. His explanations agree thereby with the Hermetic teachings and the results of spiritual research concerning spiritual healing. So they are universally valid statements which every spiritual healer can testify. He describes the human being as a battery that is discharged by life activities and needs to be recharged for proper function. If the recharging is neglected or ignored, disharmonies and diseases arise because the mind, soul and body have a lack of vital force. Healing can basically be done by infusing fresh energy. The body heals itself with sufficient energy supply. Now there are different energies with different qualities. The highest, purest and best energy is the divine energy. Through prayer and the mediation of Bruno Grönig, every person can receive the healing current. If the divine energy flows through the body, through the mind and soul, the person is cleansed of bad thoughts, feelings and energies and substances. He is vitalized, strengthened, and healing happens. Healing means the restoration of the divine natural order in spirit, soul, and body. Bruno Grönig saw the main cause of disharmonies and diseases in the lost God-connectedness of man. All spiritual healers, mystics, and initiates agree with this statement. The restoration of the natural God-connectedness can be called absolute healing. Here the human spirit is nourished from the divine original source, which has a positive effect on all levels and aspects of life. Bruno Grönig organized meetings that still exist today in the circle of friends. They are reminiscent of early Christian gatherings among believers who spent time together in the divine spirit, singing and praying, giving inspiring talks, and receiving the healing current. The idea and design of these regular meetings are very conducive to spiritual clarity, well-being, and human interaction. Here are a few quotes from Bruno Grönig. Trust and belief. It helps, it heals the divine power. Not like people think the disease is a punishment from God. It can be compared to when a child leaves the parental home. The parents can no longer hold their hands over it. They can no longer protect the child. That is how we also left our Father. We must not forget that we alone are only children of God. Only He can help us, and He will help us when we have found the way to Him again. Man is and remains divine. Never is he devilish, never is he satanic, never is man evil, but only when he abandons God, when he neglects himself, he can only be afflicted by evil. Evil seizes him, and he must then serve evil. It is not man who does evil, but evil. We have nothing good to expect from evil, but likewise from God nothing evil. If man is too weak, he falls into the hands of evil, he falls down, then he cannot go this way that leads upwards. There is a lack of strength. He falls down and falls into the arms of evil, and is then at the mercy of evil. If a saving, helping hand does not come and pull him out of it, he will be lost for a long time. He will then have to serve the evil one. Bruno Grönig said in 1956, "The world situation is also controlled by God. Only what serves to instruct people is permitted. But believe me, the good will triumph in the end, because it will not remain as it is today in Europe. In the future the dark will dissolve, and the Iron Curtain and all other restrictions will fall. People will learn to settle their differences of opinion in love, kindness, and with reason. Thus, when the teaching of Christ, that is, non-violence, will be put into practice throughout the world, that age will have dawned which is in accordance with God's desire."